Oh, that's not right. Oops. But my game is not showing. Okay. It'll be fine in a minute. Anyway, hi. Sorry. Clean my glasses here. Here's a mess again. Whatever. Anyway, I guess I accidentally ran 2 sets of ads because my ad manager says ad starts in 1 hour and 55 minutes. Pretty sure it's only supposed to be every hour, but I don't know. Anyway, um, hi. Tonight I am actually gonna play games. Um, I have a couple lined up. We'll see how many we get through. The first one that we're gonna take a look at is the Posthumous Investigation. Which is or no, that's a lie. Wrong. Nope, I didn't even spell that right. Pizza slice. Um, actually, that is what we're. Just kidding. Hold on. We were gonna play that first. But I forgot and set everything up for a different game first instead. So forget that. We're gonna check out Posthumous Investigation first. That's from Keymailer. You can check that out. There's a link there. This just came out today or something. Oops. There we go. So let's see how this one is. New game. Confirm. To the worm that first gnawed at the cold flesh of my cadaver, I dedicate as a fond remembrance these posthumous memoirs. Okay. Rio de Janeiro, 1937. The jitteriness is making me feel not good. Oh. Oh, we're having a good night, Jenna. What? What was that? I thought I heard something. This lack of work is making me crazy. I can't remember the last time I had a client. I don't think this involuntarily free time is good for my head. Oh well, sitting here won't change anything. I should check my mail. Maybe today's the day. Tongue feels swollen. I don't know why. No need to rush though. My head's still a little foggy, and in my line of work, optimism doesn't get you very far. Let's proceed without it, one step at a time. Okay. Movement, interact. Okay. The streets are busier than usual. Lots of hustle and bustle down there. What the hell's going on? I don't know, brother. This is not right. There we go. This is better. What is that? Why does that look like a whip? Let's see. Bills, taxes, fees, and this is definitely another. Oh, my. A letter. A real letter. Who's it from? Dear Mr. Detective, if you received this letter, it's because I'm dead. Your participation in the story is essential to solve this mystery. Go to the place where my body was found and determine who is the author of this assault on my life. Don't worry, we both know there won't be any other jobs coming up for you today. Therefore, consider yourself hired. Yours sincerely, Brascubus. Brascubus? I know that name. So this is my new client. Is it really true that one of the most powerful tycoons in this city is in need of my services? Well, I mean, he's dead, so it's nice to wallow in the nasty disputes of the upper class, but wait a minute. It says here that he's dead. I'm intrigued. Does this mean this is a posthumous letter? Great. If my employee is dead, at least I won't have to give him explanations. I'll investigate this my way. Excellent. No more wasting time. I must find out where he died and begin this investigation. Okay. I need to check my dossier before I leave. Okay, where is it? Oh, there. Right. The suspects in this story will be shown here. Their silhouettes will be. Oh no. Sorry. I don't have a headache today. And it mostly has gone away, but every so often, like, I just get a sharp pain in my face. Hi, what are you working on? Are you working on that stitch along still or something else? No, I don't want my headache to come back. No, no, no. This weather is awful for my headaches. Anyway, their silhouettes will be unveiled when their faces are known. This is a bullet point. Did he really die, or is this just a mean joke? New information on characters, items, or clues will be marked with an exclamation point. Excuse me. All discovered clues will be recorded here. Only certain suspects will have something relevant to say about each clue. Find out who they are. Right. A lot going on in the family group chat today. Oh, nice. Found detective's office. An enigmatic letter that was delivered to my door, putting me under a contract in which I had no participation, much less in writing the details. And worst of all, I had no money attached to it. Oh, my eyes. Why? After I finished my pickle last night, I started a crow. Even whatever. I'm pretty excited. And then he'll be so motivated to finish last year's now that you've finished this year's. Anyway, does anyone who was near the crime scene have any info? Okay. Relationship. Victim. Aside from being the freshest victim in town, he is the author of a strange letter sent to my office. I remember vaguely seeing his name in the headlines of different newspapers. Did he really die, or is this just being a joke? Questions. Okay. Excuse me. Holy. You can do this, detective. Fresh air will do you good. Oh, well, boy. Selling newspapers. Extra, extra. Tycoon is found dead in the alley. Right here, today's edition. Why would a tycoon, like a millionaire, be in a fucking alley? What are you doing, brother? Move away. No crowding up the place. This area is now limited. There's nothing to see here, you vultures. We already took the body away. Is this his wife? Oh God, why the sorrow? How will I ever get over this? She already seems suspicious. I'm just putting that out there. She already seems suspicious. Well, well. So the letter was telling the truth. We'll see. I need to get in that alley to find some clues. Oh, shift to run. Okay. Oh, the trash can. This can is overflowing with trash. Nothing of the matter. One man's trash, another man's treasure. My ass. Okay. Oh, time goes. I don't want to waste time running places I shouldn't be going. Lively paperboy. Hey, boss. How are we? Same old. One day at a time, I guess. That's the confidence I expect from a detective. Do I know you? How do you know I'm a detective? You're wearing a coat in this heat. Which means you either ran away from Casa Verde or you need people to believe you're an actual detective. But honestly, I'm in a bit of doubt now. I don't have time for this. I want to take a look at what's happening in the alley. Oh, I don't know. I don't need to call a taxi. Political poster. An ad against the strike. Who put this here? Examine it. We don't need those who freeze. Vote Lobo Neves. I think what this advertiser needs is a raise. Oh God, why? Oh! Hey, who are you? Are you from the newspaper? Hello, I'm sorry to disturb you, but are you alright, miss? Dear God, what a sorrowful day. Can you see my tears? Tears? Where? Anyway, I hope you get well soon. Thank you for the miss, but I'm Mrs. You from the media should inform yourselves better. But I'm not. Thank the good God you've arrived. It was about time. You'll write a note about the deceased, right? Yes, the deceased Bras Cubas, but I'm a detective. Oh, the famous Bras Cubas. The pity fame doesn't guarantee longevity to the good men. Bras should have listened to my. I think I'm not saying that right. Bras should have listened to my advice. Advice? We don't have to talk about Bras. How about Sabina Cubas, sister of the. Oh, I thought that was his wife. Sister of the deceased. Write my name down correctly. Well, she's still suspicious. What kind of reporter doesn't know the high society of Rio de Janeiro? This is the victim's sister. Quite a bit obsessed with fame. I expect a cover story in the next issue, or I'll report you to your editor. I have an editor. Ugh, whatever. So let's move to a few questions. What can I do if society is begging for my pronouncement? Ask whatever you want. I'd like to ask about the victim. What do you want to know? Were you and your brother very close? It's for the newspaper's note. We were as close as life's allowed us to be. Family is a divine gift. The Lord gives and the Lord takes away at the time he pleases. And how is your relationship? Great. We share everything. Our last name, competences, belongings to the Cubas's family comes first. I'd like to know about potential suspects. Do you think it's plausible that this tragedy was a murder? If so, what motives and names come to your mind? Accusing without proof is a sin and can come back to me. However, my family's surname always had value in this city, even with Brass tarnishing it. And opportunistic people are always willing to do anything to get what they want. But, like I said, I don't have proof and won't give false testimony. She is so suspicious! Now enough of this subject. I can't change the subject. It's about her. You probably have good stories to tell. You probably have great stories to tell. Oh, it's 10 o'clock already. Me? I'm just another daughter of God Almighty. What do you want to know? Can you give me more info about yourself for the note? Very well. Ready your pen, young man. Sabina Cubas, an elegant woman with refined taste, family-oriented and God-fearing, a Cubas of noble birth. Don't forget to write down the part about elegance. Actually, take that part off. I want to give off a humble image. How about highlighting my eyes filled with tears from the sadness of mourning? Of course, but I don't see any tears, Mrs. Cubas. Oh, that's true. I live my grief internally. Alright, let's... This morning I received a letter written by Brass himself, Mrs. Sabina. Is this possible? How is it possible? Does it make any sense to you? Well, it's in Brass's nature to always be one step ahead. Wait a moment. That cunning... I mean, the poor man never left any loose ends. Was Brass saying its last goodbye? Did he know he was going to die? He found a statement. These are special clues that help incriminate another suspect. I mean, nothing feels right today. Ah! The more clues and statements you collect, the more guilty the suspect will appear. The glasses feel dirty. My eyes are bothering me. Clothes don't feel comfortable today. Ugh. Hi, Durbin. And if you knew, it's very odd to me that of all places he ended up at a filthy alley. Downtown of all places. Very well. Now another question. Where were you at the time of the crime? Why do you want to know? It's part of my job to be curious, and I believe my readers will ask the same question. Do you think that everyone should know what you're thinking? Very well. If it's to betray the cousins of a lady of high society, I was at the midnight mass asking God that he forgive these sinners around me. Glory to God. Were you accompanied? It's a bit late for a lady to walk around on her own. Padre Cabral will confirm my presence there. Ask him if you want. Making my head itchy. Which way is the church? It's been a while since I visited it. It's clear you're not a churchgoer. It's located at the eastern end of downtown. Run, maybe there's still time to save your soul. Your contribution to this newspaper is very important. Of course it is. Okay. I believe I have everything I need. Just spread the news and I'll bring the Cubist family back on track. Under divine protection, I'll raise the glory of this house back. Interesting. This is a crime scene, young man. Move along. There's nothing here for you. Oi! Corporal Gambay. Wait a second. That's not how we do things. You have to figure out what he wants. May we help you, citizen? Is this where the homicide happened? It's a police matter, son. Why do you think we will tell you anything? Maybe I can help. As if. How did you find him? Did someone report it? It was an anonymous report. Someone called the station and claimed there was a body here in the alley. As far as we know, the call came at about 5 in the morning. Sergeant, why are you telling him all this? As far as we know, he could be the culprit. Criminals always come back to the scene of the crime. Yeah, she already did. This guy? Trust my years of experience, Gambay. He's not our man. Thank you, Sergeant. He's so worn out, I doubt he could get it done. May I take a look? What do you think we are? Some sort of civil servants who attend to the needs of anyone who comes asking, regardless of who they are? That sounds like a precise description of the police. You have to be in the force to cross this line. Do you see this badge on my chest? That's not easy to get. Keeps falling off. Have you been here long? Since morning. Early in the morning. An officer must always keep vigilant, always ready to act. And what did you find? No way in hell I'm telling you. That's confidential information. Same thing you always find in every alley. This one has some medicine boxes thanks to the pharmacy over there. The door leads right to the alley. Sergeant, that's confidential? That alleyway is full of trash and the buildings have doors that take you there. That's as confidential as the stories people tell Padre Cabral at the church nearby. Very funny, Sergeant. Have you considered becoming a comedian? The Midnight Club keeps declining my performances, unfortunately. Now, young man, come here. My friend Gambay can't know I'm telling you this. But you're clearly interested in this alley. We've been here a long time. My stomach is rumbling. How about we help each other out? Go to Helena's Cafe and bring me a cheese bread, the best that they have, and I'll consider it. I could try. That's the spirit. Alright. Oh, I thought we were okay. Thought we were carrying an item. I'm leaving. So get out. Nala, can I fucking help you? Okay, boo boo. Yeah. Okay, but I need my hands. Clerk. Welcome to Helena's Cafe, sir. What would you like? Cheese bread. How would you like to pay, sir? I'm investigating Bras Cubus's death. Just put it on his tab and I'll settle it up soon. Alright. Here it is on Mr. Cubas's tab. Ah! How, they're just like, okay, did you not hear that he died? He just said that he's... I mean, I guess there's like an estate and whatever, but this... Alright, don't need anything else for my investigation at the moment. Later. Have a good day. Okay, now we have our bread. Oh, items. All discovered items will be recorded here. Next. Unlike the clues, you'll lose items at the end of the day. Okay. Helena's Cafe. Crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside, this cheese bread is a staple at Helena's Cafe. One bite and even the toughest policeman turns into a tame kitty. Will it be enough to please the bed? Can the priest confirm that Sabina was attending the mass at the time of the crime? Oh, I forgot to turn that off. Oopsie. Nala, please don't. No, please don't. Nala, stop. Ma'am, can you not? What do you stop licking my desk mat? Okay. Oh, I see. I was processing. Okay. Interesting. Okay, interesting. Nala, don't step on my keyboard. Yeah, because I'm wearing my sweatshirt, so you want me to hold you so you can scratch my fucking arms. Look who's back. What's the word, young man? Nala, did you speed up the DPI on my fucking mouse? Girl! I didn't even do any of that. Stop playing my game. Look what I got, officers. Nala. Would anyone care for a cheese bread? Oh, don't mind if I do. That's exactly what I needed. Nala! Can you get off my keyboard? My god. Ah, so good. Where's... Nala, you're gonna knock my fucking tea over. Or put your ass on it, and I don't want either of those things to happen. Where's mine? Quiet, Corporal. Young man, look, you seem to be interested in the scene of the crime. Very suspicious. But let's pretend this behavior is not suspicious. You scratch my back, and I'll scratch yours. You have 1 hour to look around, capiche? We'll look the other way. But after that, you better move along. 1 hour. Are you sure, Sergeant? Are you sure, Sergeant? Are you sure, Sergeant? Hi, Silver. Nala, I can't. I need to put my hand here. Okay? Stay out of this, Corporal. I know what I'm doing. I think I have cat hair in my mouth. This cheese bread is so good it saved my day. I mean, it was. This is the scene of the crime. Not exactly a dignified place to meet your end. What's this? Just some posters. The former singer's past concert. The workers' strike. I wish private investigators were this organized. We're good at finding clues, but tracking each other down, not so much. Maybe I'll join the workers' movement. Why not? Alright. Oh, small packet. Overturned trash. Somebody really needs to clean this place up. The rats here must be on their 5th generation by now. Probably crashing a family reunion. Just look at them scrapping. Other than that, just boxes and boxes of cheap, low-quality medicine. Nothing worth much. Okay. It's a matchbox with a moon pictogram printed on it. Oh. You mean like 157? Seems important. It might be a code or something. What did the police officer said something about the club? Midnight Moon, maybe, or something? Where's it from? Was it the victims? Chalk outline. This is how the victim died, in this position. Can't even tell if they fell on their back or their face. They'd drawn in the eyes, make it a whole lot clearer. Empty trash cans. Just some empty trash cans. Wait, what's this? Oh, an unknown key. This doesn't seem to belong here. A lion head on it. Wonder if this belongs to the culprit or the victim. Could be anyone's. I better start asking around. Look at that little rat. He's so cute with his tooth. With his tooth. Dead rat. Looks like this rat died while foaming at the mouth. Looks like it's clutching a flask of something. A rat is clutching a flask. Is it plaster? The old plaster bras cubus. Not just any plaster, it's the bras cubus plaster. Who knew our high society magnate fancied himself a pharmacist? But judging by this rat's fate, I wouldn't say he's a very good one. Whatever that poor thing drank, I'm steering clear of it. Alright. I think this is the pharmacy's back door. Ah, the door's unlocked, so I'll just go and... What's this on the floor? Nala! Oh, it looks like a handkerchief? And it's stained with... blood. It's definitely blood. Wonder if the victim had this handkerchief, or could it have come from the pharmacy? So, I'm going in. What are you doing here? Get out this instant, or I'll take precautions, young man. I'm terribly sorry. I'm just leaving. Oops. Okay, so I guess we shouldn't have done that. Time's up, buddy. You can say goodbye to this alley now. It's fine. I got everything I needed. I'm getting the most out of it, young man. Now go and don't come back. Alright, let's maybe go into the pharmacy and see what they say. Sorry, pharmacia. Gotta get that right. Excuse me, mister. I'm looking for some information. About which medicine, my boy? Let me guess. No, actually... By the bags under your eyes, I bet you need a little help sleeping. How's your sleep been lately? My sleep is not the issue here, and I don't even remember the last time I slept properly. Oh my, then memory is the problem. I have just the compound for your situation. Wait, you look like someone who came from medicine. What are you doing here? I'm investigating the death of the distinguished Mr. Bras Cupus. Distinguished? Right. Did you know the deceased? He was found in the alley by your pharmacy. That makes you a natural target of my investigation. His hands are shaky, but he is an old man, so... I only knew him by the ear. A pharmacist always has a good ear. What? Sorry, give me 1 second here. My mouse feels weird. I want to check the DPI settings. Oh, yeah, that is... Oh, I see the wrong button to make it... Okay. Alright, in that case, name and surname, please. Oh, Crispum Sores at your disposal. At my disposal? Let's see about that. Distinguished and extinguished, exactly. With your infallible ears, sir, you must have heard something weird last night. Sorry, I don't know anything. I was visiting my cousin, so... Were you? Oh, of course. I even brought some chocolate eclairs from Helena's cafe. They're our favorite. Right, let's get to it. Okay. Mr. Crispum, what can you tell me about Bras Cupus? About Bras Cupus? Why, lad, nothing you can't find out in any newspaper or that you don't already know. My humble shop does attract many of Rio de Janeiro's figures, but I only know the big shot by the ear. And has he never visited this humble shop of yours, maybe to buy some medicine? Medicine? Why, lad, a man in Cubus's position probably would send a boy for this type of task. Believe me when I say that I don't know anything about Bras. Anything about Mrs. Cubas? Miss Sabina? Oh, she's one of those posh ladies who are full of themselves. The modern day science creates a bomb against vanity. The day modern society. The day modern science creates a bomb against vanity, I'll prescript her with prescript her one with my own hands. I see. Anything else? Well, what would I know? I don't like to talk about other people's lives like this. Interesting. She's the one with a habit of snooping and supervising the whereabouts of others, and she still acts like some faithful church lady. She doesn't fool me. Alright. Let's talk about you. Mr. Crispum, have you had this establishment for very long? Yes, my boy. I've spent more than half my life dedicated to my business. Even if my youthful appearance says otherwise, it's been some long years. People pass by, tell me their life afflictions, and I hear everything with a lot of curiosity and patience. All for the sake of finding a solution, of course. Yeah, you seem to be a very good chatter. I talk with everyone and with everything and everyone. I even talk with my safe. Since you're so dedicated to your pharmacy, I believe you spend most of your time here, right? Of course, I have full dedication to my esteemed establishment. Interesting. Therefore, you must have seen something or maybe even heard it last night. After all, we have a crime scene right by your esteemed pharmacy. I don't know anything about this, my boy. Know that I had a meeting somewhere else, so I wasn't at the pharmacy last night. Didn't you just say that you had a full dedication to your establishment? I did, but I also have other matters to care for and unexpected things happen. Please, can we change the subject? I imagine you must be one of the most well-informed persons in this city, given your job. Certainly so. What about it? Would you recognize a delicate handkerchief with a crest and initials embroidered in red? Of course not, my boy. Especially a handkerchief in such a terrible state. The owner of this handkerchief certainly lost it, or maybe it was stolen. It's something too delicate to be abandoned, I'd say. Okay. Mr. Crispum, you seem to be an experienced pharmacist, knowledgeable in all kinds of medicine. Modesty aside, I have considerable knowledge, my boy. Great, because I'd like to know the opinion of an expert on a matter of my interest. What do you have to say about that Broscubus plaster? What? But how did you find out about the... I mean, where did you hear about this? A bottle of it was found in the alley by your pharmacy. What is it for? What is plaster? Like, I heard plasters or red plasters, and I thought they were talking about like band-aids. Because they're sometimes called plasters. I didn't realize it was like, I don't know what this kind of liquid is. What do you know about the plaster? No, I mean, I wouldn't know how to answer anything specific about it. I could only tell you what any respectable pharmacy could, that it's not listed as a licensed medicine. But as I said, my boy, any seller worth half a dime could tell you the same. Do you know what it does? Evidently not. Look, lad, how could I talk about something I don't know the composition of? It'd be extremely irresponsible of me, and dangerous. The chemistry of medicinal compounds is a rather complicated science. I'd rather not play guessing games of that nature. Okay. A matchbox was found in the alley right next to your pharmacy, Mr. Crispum. A matchbox? How dangerous. Many substances here in my establishment are highly flammable. We need to do something. Now. You don't need to worry, Mr. Crispum. I think it's unlikely something of that nature might happen. The box has the image of a moon and a number written inside. Does it mean anything to you? Oh, people write all kinds of useless things in these. They're probably sketches of someone with a lot of time on their hands. It's numbers, bro. A letter came to me this morning. It was from Broscubus. Do you have anything to say about this? Wow, look at that. So Bros himself wrote you a letter, huh? Are you sure it's from him? I want to believe so. As a pharmacy owner, you learn to suspect all documents, even the most truthful-looking ones. Every day, some poor soul enters my shop with a fake prescription, looking for something to soothe their turmoil. Or to perturb their soothing. Okay. That's everything, I guess. That's all, Crispum. Thank you for the information. Godspeed, detective. Okay. Alright. Was the singular owner of the pharmacy located right next to the crime scene. Although he's probably the oldest shopkeeper in the downtown area, he said he's never met the victim. How big is Crispin's love for chocolate eclair? Did Crispin really visit his cousin last night? What does the number 157 written on this box mean? Where did this box come from? An old matchbox. Its label barely hanging together. On the inside, the numbers 157 were written in pen. Is this the shortest phone number in history? A handkerchief bearing initials soaked in blood. Looks like just like a serial killer that leaves their signature after getting rid of their victims. How exciting. Who could this handkerchief belong to? Oh. A check mark on the bullet point mean it's already been resolved. Okay. An empty flask with a label that says brass cubus plaster, nothing more. Could be mistaken for an ordinary medicine were it not for the situation in which I found it. Okay, it's an unlicensed medicine. So that... Okay. In the crime scene, she seems suspicious. Okay. A key found behind the trash cans at the crime scene. I can't imagine the series of events that may have brought this key there. What does this key open? Okay. Giving the cheeseburger to the policeman got me an hour in the alley. Okay. I think that's everything. Alright. Anything else to say? Look who's back. What's the word, young man? Look what I got here, officers. We better keep that. We're securing the place. We need to focus. Complete focus. Complete focus. Okay. Did I lose an item? No. Because it hasn't been a day yet. But it is 5 p.m. now. Oh, I can lose. Ross isn't dead? What? Hello? Why can't... I'd like to talk to you about this. Look at me. I'm alive. Am I not? Yeah. Crap. Okay. Brother, I... Come back to you. Welcome back, sir. Anything else? Oh, that's it. Okay. I don't need anything else for my investigation at the moment. Later, I thought maybe I could come in and talk to this guy. But I guess not. Okay, that's annoying. Another political poster. Someone will say the same things before. An ad against the strike. I wonder who put this here. Yeah. Lobo is against the workers' strike. Vote Lobo Neves. I know who's not voting for you. Attraction of the day. Midnight Club. Oh, it's the Midnight Club, not the Midnight. Okay. 22H. Sophia Straw meet and greet 19. Oh, it's probably 1900 hours, which is annoying because it doesn't eavesdrop. Diva! Hello, my beloved fans. Time is short, so let's start this meet and greet. Ask me anything. These people have been here for hours waiting for this moment. Sophia really does attract many fans. Good evening, my dear fans. I think people are trying to ask her questions. She looked at me. She looked at me. Doesn't sound like a question. That looks like Robert Pattinson. You are wonderful. Maybe they're just flattering her. Let's see what she has to say for herself. I have a question. Oh, you with the coat. Speak, dear fan. Let's go about the gifts. What kind of gifts do you like? Must be hard to give something for a woman who has everything. Everything is a bit of an exaggeration. But to everyone's delight, it's simpler than you think. The truth is, I'm a classic woman. Give me a beautiful flower bouquet, and I might even invite you to see my dressing room. Oh, can you imagine that? Next question. Music. Do you have a favorite song? What amazes Sophia's remarkable ears? Excellent question. The only singer who truly blessed this club with her magnificent voice is no longer with us. Oh, what happened to her? She's fine, but she chose to retire and live a life away from the spotlight. Fortunately, we're good friends, and I'm thankful for everything she taught me. She's so humble. A diva. Diva. Anyway, next question. Drinks. What's your favorite drink? Oh, well, shit. I'd rather save my voice, but you may all enjoy the Midnight Club's bar tonight. I've heard that the boys prefer their drinks in highball cups. I believe it's because it makes them appear sophisticated. They'll never be as elegant as Sophia. Diva. Be honest. I'm not exactly your fan. Ooh, that's not even a question. Who do you think you are to talk to her like that? Merci, my beloved, but there's no need to attack him. Culture can't always break the barrier of ignorance. You're perfect, that's exactly right. A gift for me? I'm sorry, that's not the kind of thing I like. Get it out of my sight, please. I promise tonight's performance will be unforgettable. I'll see you inside. What time does this thing start again? I don't remember now. Okay, this is the end of the line. Ticket 2. Do you have business here? Not that I know of. It's Lil Graham. Okay. Oh, the trash has been turned over. If I'm not mistaken, this trash can was fine this morning. Who knocked it over? Why would someone do this? Okay, so you're not gonna pick it up? You're not gonna clean it up? Okay. That's empty. Taxi. Political poster. Yeah, it's empty now. The door's unlocked, so... See, he's not here anymore. Mysterious safe. Crazy, or is the safe trying to tell me something? I don't even have anything. I didn't even have anything. Imagine if I had. Okay. Old portrait. It was like an old picture. Let me take a closer look. Ew. I bet this portrait hasn't been cleaned in 20 years. Okay. Workstation. This is the table where the pharmaceutical mixes his medications. Maybe I could put something up. Oh no. I'm not gonna do any of that. There are many ingredients here, but I must find a recipe before I do anything stupid. Yeah, I'm not gonna. Medicine shelves. An impressive collection of herbs and ingredients. I bet only a pharmacist could find something in here. Okay. It seems the pharmacist locked up. Okay. Interesting that he would still leave the back door unlocked after he walked in that way the first time. People have this annoying habit of locking their doors. Oh, go to the church, I guess. I didn't do that yet. There are more hats and umbrellas here than people at church. Local priest. Hello, you must be Padre Cabral. Oh, Lord, I have something to talk to you about. My son, the Lord always listens to those who need him. Well, you are the Lord I was looking for. Have you heard of the Midnight Mass? My son, I'm actually the one who celebrates it every month in this parish. You're late. This month's Mass was yesterday. In fact, Father, I'm interested in Sabina Cubis. Did she attend it? Miss Cubis attended it with total devotion as usual. Well, why are you asking me about her? I'm a detective and I was hired to find out who murdered Bros. You've heard about his death, right? Well, then you may take her off your list of suspects. She was here. Much unlike her brother, the sinner. He hasn't been to this church ever since he reached puberty. I felt a little contempt in your tone, Padre. Never. Fortunately, the Lord would disapprove of such feeling. But he also disapproves of bad company, like our recently deceased. May he rest in peace. Are we done? It seems like you know more about Brosky, but so I'm afraid I need to ask you a few more questions. Oh well. Priest doesn't nurture Christian feelings about Mr. Cubas. What could you tell me about the late Bras Cubas? You know, some people in the city have already turned their backs on God for some time now, with their reckless attitude motivated by self-centeredness. Besides, of course, they do not regularly come to the house of the Lord. Did Mr. Cubas used to come here often? I'm wondering if he came to your parish regularly. Definitely not. I hardly saw him at church. Had he been more assiduous in his commitment to God, his fate might have been different. Such tragedies can often be avoided with our assistance. Did you have anything against Mr. Cubas' project? Your answer sounded somewhat harsh. Any honorable citizen would have something against Bras Cubas. He sunk into a life of utter depravity in this city. Every soul deserves forgiveness of sins, but I haven't bent down on my knees to pray to him for him in a long time. He who sows reaps. Okay. What do you have to say for yourself? Tell me about you, Padre. How did you discover your calling? I discover my calling every day by dedicating my life to care for this community. I wasn't always sure about this, but God writes straight with crooked lines. What does that mean? The fuck does that mean? Anyway. Would you describe Bras's death as writing straight? It was an act of God like any other. Who am I to question his acts? Oh, shit. Oh, I guess I needed to be home before midnight. Whoops. Who's this? Finally, you got to the part that matters in this game. Oh, right, I forgot about this. I forgot that it's kind of like a roguelite. I was anxious to see how long you would take on your first time. That odd expression on your face. You must be asking yourself, who am I, aren't you? In case you haven't deducted it yet, I am Bras Cubas himself. Yes, the victim. I'm also the author of the letter you received this morning, and as such, your current client. The author of the letter in the flesh. Actually, maybe not in the flesh. I will not judge your deduction abilities based on this mistake. I understand this situation is very unusual. Let's get straight to the point. Welcome to Limbo. But what is Limbo, you must be asking yourself? It is the beginning and the end of your journey, a source of information, direction, answers. And all that happens here is designed by me. Just as it was on the outside before they reduced me to an early obituary. But that will be an issue. With your insistence and my cunning, we'll analyze your findings here until we solve the most important mystery. The mystery of my demise. If that sounds complex now, don't be afraid. You'll have more than enough time. One day. What, you think it's not enough? I expect you to think so, at the beginning. One day must not seem like much for a mystery as sordid as this one, but don't worry. You'll have this one day as many times as you wish. We'll have many attempts to complete the missing pieces of my last narrative. Very well. I imagine you're honored to help me get to the bottom of this puzzle. So, how about we examine your performance for today, Detective? What do you have to show me? Investigation board. Leave. Cubas. What if you don't want to repeat the same day over and over? This option is not in the program. Don't waste your time considering it. Who would waste the chance of working directly with the brilliant Bras Cubas? Besides, you'll uncover and expose every dirt of every stingy scoundrel in Rio de Janeiro. Who would want to do that? Okay. Well, would you look at that? What do we have here? Something new in your dossier? Was Bras saying his last goodbye? Did he know he was going to die? You've gotten a statement. This is the type of thing we need for this investigation. Well done. These accounts are slips of the tongue. They're unconscious, subtle attempts the respondents make to try and take the blame off themselves and put it on someone else. These very accounts will be used to build a case against a possible suspect. Did I hear you say brilliant? I'm sure I did, because it is. Indeed, you may even compel a person to confess once and for all their undeniable guilt. Wouldn't that be wondrous? Especially considering Well, never mind. Seek out these statements, rip them from these wretches, as many as you possibly can, and bring them all to me. This is all I require from you. And now that we have something to work with, we may proceed. Let us see what you've brought. So, Detective, do you have any new developments in the investigation? So you've been talking to Sabina, is that it? Very well. I wonder what my dear little sister has to contribute besides her supposed mourning. Let's hear what she has to say that you find so important. Was Brass saying his last goodbye? Did he know he was going to die? I take it that by goodbye she means my letter to you, yes? Yes, it's true. It could actually be read as a goodbye note. It's hard to write a letter like that without it sounding like some kind of goodbye. In any way, Detective, you should not have mentioned this letter to my sister. Well, too late now. This letter is nothing more than a contract between you and me. Others won't be able to understand. And they'll come to absurd conclusions. Forget this theory that I was saying goodbye. Nothing is premeditated, believe me. Well, focus your investigation on what's important, Detective. Okay. Ask for a hint. Prosecute. Okay. We know we're someone with. Okay. Ask for a hint. Padre Cabral must know every dirty secret of everyone in the city. Question him about every subject and observe his reaction. Okay. Are you going? Don't take too long this time. I need some distraction around here. Limbo? The same day? This is too odd, even for a dream. I must confirm if this is real. Okay. Ross really died and is stuck in limbo. How did I end up in this mess? What is the reason for the priest's contempt towards the victim? What? Oh. Forget this theory that I was saying goodbye, nothing was premeditated. And then. Okay, and then. I'll write this. An abandoned portrait is found at the back of the pharmacy. It shows a young man and a young woman smiling. Strangely, they resemble each other. Who are the two people in this old picture? Deja vu. People are all stirred up, still all stirred up outside. How is that possible? This can't stand. This can. Extra, extra. A tycoon is found dead in the alley. Buy it here, today's edition. Oh boy, no crowding up the place. This area is now limited. Oh no, that makes things difficult. This means I'm really stuck on the same day. I guess that's all that's left is fulfilling my contract with that chatty ghost and finding out who's the culprit. Oh, you can fast forward time by pressing F. Interesting. Okay. Oh no, that adds a whole other level of like. No. Okay. Hey, boss, how are we? Same old. One day after again. You don't look so well, man. Maybe you should go to the pharmacy over there. Maybe that miser old man will cook you. Will cook you something. Can you help me? I'm a bit lost today. Judging by your looks, you probably need more than I can give you. But sure, it's not like I'm busy. People are more interested in taking a peek at the crime scene themselves. You shades of gray. You too? You got it, boss. The weather isn't so fine today. When that's the case, the buildings, the streets, and even the trees, everything is gray. There's no running from it. It's so weird. Look at that view. No other gray city has a view like this one. And boss, tell me. You know what's even grayer and you can't run from? Your newspapers? Exactly. How about you take one? Who am I? Judge by your looks, you could be a detective. You look just like the ones in the newspaper comic strips. I want to believe that too. I'm sure you go around solving mysteries, interrogating people, asking difficult questions. You're the man with the clues. No one can hide anything from you, boss. I wish. Also, the city's a mess today because of the crime that was committed in the alley nearby. Movement is so slow today. Seeing the crime scene live is much more appealing. That makes sense, I think. Of course it does. Well, good luck, detective. Good luck to us. What day is today? You don't know? That's why I'm asking. You know where you find that information? In one of my newspapers. It's infallible, boss. Where am I? You're downtown, the busiest place in the city. Maybe not as busy as the harbor, but that door over there is the building where your office is at. At least I think it is. I saw you coming from over there. Doesn't look like much, but hey, it could be worse, eh, boss? Could be better, too. But that's what I can afford. To our left, there's Helena's Cafe, where you'll find the best patisseries in the world, at least that's what they say. A little further to the left is the Midnight Club. Ms. Sophia Straw will perform you. You'll love being kicked out of that. Oh, will perform tonight. You'll love being kicked out of that place. On the other side to your right, there's a small alley that's certainly seeing more movement than it even did in the past. Your friends in the police are in high spirits. Keep going that way and you'll find Crispum's Pharmacy, stocked with tonics and elixirs for every ailment of the 20th century. But if you can't find your remedy, there's always the church right next to it. Padre Cabral is the one in charge. This is it. Good old downtown. Definitely old. You can be a great tourist guide. Has anyone ever told you that? If this glorious life of being a paperboy doesn't pan out, that's what I'm doing. It's decided. Directions. Oh, and if you want to go to other neighborhoods and leave downtown, I recommend you talk to the taxi drivers. They're right over there. It's impossible to just walk from one neighborhood to the other in a city this size. I get splinters on my feet whenever I'm doing a gig somewhere else in the city. About the taxi drivers, will they take me anywhere I want? Sure, but you must know the place beforehand. And if you don't, they don't even start the engine. Okay, what should I be doing? Excellent question. I can tell you what I know from the comics. As far as I know, questioning is half the job of a detective, they say. When they're not fooling around or running after women, they're usually working on a case. I usually see them walking up and down, sticking their noses where they don't belong. If you're in doubt about what to do next, try something you haven't done before. Also, detectives have the bizarre habit of following people, watching where they're going and what they're doing. It's a bit creepy, but it gets the job done. Those sound like good tips. Fun, too. Anything else? Oh, self-respecting detectives always carry around a pad and take notes. I believe they call it their dossier or a file. It may help you with your next steps. But what do I know? I'm just a paperboy. I don't need more help. Okay, good. What now? Read newspaper. Tribunda da Guanabara. Once again, Sophia. Strike and riot. Oh, wait, hold on. Try again. Once again, Sophia. Sophia's last performance this season will take place tonight at 10 p.m. at the traditional Midnight Club. Strike and riot. Groups of workers break strike ban and bring concern to the Secretary of State. Lobo Neves says that the measures will be taken today to curb the movement, defined by him as riotous. Downtown crime. Bras Cubas, a controversial figure of the Carioca elite, was found dead in one of the alleyways downtown. The police suspect he was murdered since the body has a perforation in the chest. Okay, I have to go. So long. Oh God, why? Hey, who are you? Are you from the newspaper? Straight to the point. Yes, I am. Are you ready for the interview? What can I do if society is begging for my pronouncement? Ask whatever you want. Let's see. Padre Cabral. You talk a lot about God in the Bible. I suppose you know every detail and every story of the parish. Of course, I'm one of the only keepers of the social mores in this Sodom and Gomorrah. I imagine that between these stories is also Padre Cabral's. What can you tell me about him? Oh, Cabral. Cabral is an angel from the Lord sent to our lives. I don't know how this city and I would be without him. So he's an important role in in the city? Like a good pastor, he keeps his flock on the right path with great rigor. Okay, what about Crispum? Ross's body was found near the pharmacy. Do you frequent that establishment? That old gossiper stump. Never. If I go there, I'll somehow end the day being bad mouthed in all the city because of all of the stories that madman makes up. Do you dislike the pharmacist? I don't trust people who gossip alone. On the sidewalk, you can hear him talking to the furniture. Oh, my piggy bank. A lunatic like that as a pharmacist? No, thank you. I never get involved with that kind of people. Besides, certain relatives of his are not representatives of morality in our society. Okay. Mrs. Sabina, I found a matchbox in the alleyway. It features a moon logo and a handwritten number. I don't get involved with anything like that. You're referring to the deprivations and perditions of Brass. Oh, second, I'll be right back, guys. Also, been at this for over an hour, even though it doesn't feel like it. So I may wrap up like this day and then move on to the next game. I see. And did Mr. Cuba smoke? Not recently. His addiction took their toll on his health. So even though it was a torturous path, Bross ended up stopping. I know, that's why I tried to get you to refill it. He came out to get more water, but by the time he came back over here after filling it, it was like empty because he was like just sucking it down. I was like, buddy, why don't you go here to refill this? And he's like, no, it's fine. Obviously, it wasn't. Mrs. Sabina, handkerchief was found in the alley where your brother was murdered. Of course, this doesn't surprise me. That filthy alley, full of junk. The handkerchief was found stained with blood. Blood? God forbid and protect. Was it Brass's blood? I can't confirm. Oh, don't bother me with such nonsense. The handkerchief could belong to any man or woman. Okay. That's it, I guess. Oh, right. I don't have that key anymore because the day is over. Okay. Just spread the news and I'll bring the family's name back in. Check. Crime scene, young man. Move along. I'm not gonna reread all of this every time. No, nothing new. Okay, I'm leaving. So, get out. Okay. But I guess I should repeat stuff sometimes. Straight to the point. I'm looking for some information. I saw Madison's lad, but maybe we can help you. Something new. Oh, right, this pretty picture. Is that you there? Yes, my boy. This portrait was taken on this store's opening day. I remember it as if it were today. The scent of the freshly painted walls was so strong I had taken medication for a week. Good times. Who's the woman in the portrait? Your wife? Oh no, I never got married. That's Virgilia, my cousin. But even if she weren't family, I'd never have a chance with her. She has eyes for the big shots only. Big shots, like Bras Cubas? Yes, my boy. Cubas too. You mean the two? Yes, Bras was one of her suitors. Today, however, she's in Neves. Virgilia Neves. She's married, and it's a solid marriage. Very well. Do you know if Bras and Virgilia were still close? I don't want to be in trouble, and I'm completely against gossip. That's bullshit. So there is something. Hey, you didn't hear anything from me, understand? But who knows? Maybe with his death, Virgilia may find some peace. Meaning Bras's death will benefit this Virgilia. Some peace can't do no one any harm. Does Bras threaten her peace? How so? Glad you can't make Virgilia a suspect, understand? Especially based on what I'm telling you. Mr. Crispin, did anyone ever tell you that you're terrible at keeping secrets? Tell me about your cousin Virgilia. Are you close? Yes, my boy, we still keep in touch. She's a great person. And don't believe in anything that contradicts what I've just said. Would anyone have reasons for this? Look, Virgilia is a very dear person. She's a good heart. The issue is her companions. Companions? Do you have anything against your cousin's social circle? Against anyone in particular? I'm not one of a gossip, especially about someone as dear as my cousin. Can you at least tell me what damage these companions could do to Virgilia? I'd never tell anything that would threaten my dear cousin's image. Don't insist. Okay, interesting. That's all, Crispin. Thank you for the information. Godspeed, detective. Hmm. Never did get to finish talking to the father. Oh. Not here, we need privacy. Let's go to the confessional. This is where the donations are kept. Doesn't look important. These are my confessions. Oh, sorry. I hear something. Venus Cubas. Talking to Padre Caporal. I couldn't find it anywhere. He must have dropped it in the alley. Isn't it too early for that? I mean, people will talk. No, this key belongs to me now. I'll be spending the night at the Cubas Manor as I deserve. Ooh, I better go grab that. Oh, I have to go get that. I have to go get that. Shit, wait, hold on. What was she doing? Did she leave? Shit. Okay. I gotta go buy this guy some bread. See if he'll let me. Oh, there she is. Okay, hold on. I gotta hurry up. Go to Helena's Cafe. And cheese bread. What is it? Chocolate eclair. Okay. Can I buy this? No. Okay. I mean, I know I can't buy it, but I wanted to see if I tried to buy it, if anything would happen. But it didn't. Let's see. Need to hurry up. Brother, run faster. Oh, heated discussion. Eavesdrop. I can't not. This is gonna waste my time, but whatever. You. Oh, no. You should be ashamed of coming out on the streets on a day like this. At least my tears are real, not a product of opportunism like yours. Opportunism? Look who's talking. You bite that tongue before saying anything about a true daughter of God. I'm not a hussy like you. Women and their Jabudakaba drinks. Take your clucking elsewhere, you fake saint. I will not let this go. You just wait. I'll expose you for what you are to the first curious reporter that comes sniffing. Oh, come on! Oh, and now, are they not? Oh, they are. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna give you this. Here's a cheese bread. I'm gonna take a quick look in the alley. Hey, Sergeant. Chill out, Corporal. Even this young man got the hang of things. Alright, perfect. Let me get that key again. Got it. Here it is. This must be the key Sabina mentioned in the confessional. That's everything, right? Hope you made the most out of it. Now go and don't come back. Oh, it's too late. She's gone. Dang. What's this guy? Look at me. I'm Bras Cubas in the flesh. You're Bras Cubas? Definitely in the flesh and bone and underpants. Especially underpants. That doesn't sound right. Bras isn't dead. Let's see. Apparently the club isn't open yet. What time is 19 again? I don't remember. Hold on. 12, 1, 2. 7 o'clock. Okay. Did I show her this before? I feel like I did. Oh yeah, I did. I don't think I have any. I don't think there's anything. No. Okay. How do I buy a ticket? Hmm. I have a confession to make, Padre Cabral. I confess that I'd like to ask you a few questions. Very funny. Maybe I can still help you out. What's your relationship with the Cubas family? The Cubas family has always been one of the pillars of high society in Rio de Janeiro, and they used to come to this parish. Sabina still comes to our parish to date. I was intrigued to hear you call Miss Cubas by her given name. Surprising. Well, that was out of habit. We're all the same family before God. And what's your relationship with Mrs. Cubas, or Sabina, if you like? Well, Sabina and I have known each other for ages. We have a very special friendship and fellowship. Fellowship, huh? Yes, a fellowship with the divine. Yes, of course, with the divine. But tell me, how often does she attend this church? I couldn't tell for sure. I'd say once or twice. Per week? No, per day. She's totally committed to this parish. See, few souls come here to be saved. So would you say that you're very close to each other? Obviously. Sometimes more than I wish for, and less than Sabina would probably like to. What do you mean? I mean, if days were longer, Sabina would probably come here more often to dedicate her faith to the house of the Lord. Huh. I'd like to ask you a question, if I may, Padre. What about? At the place where Mr. Cubas was discovered, I found a handkerchief embroidered with a coat of arms and stained with what appears to be blood. Could your holiness help me understand what this is about? Blood. Mysterious symbols. Probably another work of witchcraft that Brass was involved in. I always heard comments about the Cubas family's pact. May God have mercy on that soul. Okay. Padre, you don't leave the house of the Lord very often, but you know the city very well, don't you? Yes, I'm only devoted to him. There was a matchbox where Brass was found dead. It had a number written down and a pictogram of the moon. The moon is that den of sin they call Midnight Club. No wonder Brass is connected to that place. Only lust and depravity come out of it. Possible that this is all part of a plan designed by Brass. He must be gaining something from it. Sounds like a serious accusation, even more so by a clergyman like you. Son, if you listen to the accounts given inside the confessional, you'd understand. Note down what truly matters. The Midnight Club, the Sinner's Den. The Den of Perdition. Sinners, really? We'll see. Was Mr. Cubas one of the regulars of the Midnight Club? Nearly all of them are, son. But not all of them. Those plagued peoples have seen nothing yet. Are you aware of any divine retribution? Don't talk to me in such a blasphemous tone, my son. It's much simpler than you think. At this time of year, it's common for the weather to change, and most people are not prepared for the storm that's coming. So will they really be punished from above? You say so. I've got my umbrella already, so I'll make sure to warn the unadvised when the rain starts pouring down. Very indulgent of you. Can you clarify why you're so critical of the Midnight Club? Well, it has nothing to do with me. I'm just an instrument in the service of divine salvation, and I have a great deal of work to do in this city. There's nothing more than an intoxicating place for passion. Everyone comes out of there in an ecstasy as if all their needs have been met. You seem to be jealous that some of your flock is going there rather than coming here. Don't be ridiculous. Such heresy is totally unfounded. My son, if you still long for your soul to be saved, stay away from that place. Saved? Me? We'll see. A letter reached me earlier today, written by the late Bras Cubas. Tell me, Padre Cabral, as one who knows the mysteries of life and death, how can that happen? To me, this does not seem to be an enigma from another plane, son. Especially coming from that guy who is averse to sacred dogmas. Do you believe he might be alive? Of course not. Don't be silly. You probably must have written it before. Come on. It seems suspicious to me that you'd strongly claim that he's dead. This is blasphemy. Didn't you read it in the paper that he died? And this is all anyone's talking about now. Be careful, son. Bearing false witness is a very serious sin. It's just a great way to find things out. Okay. Thank you for your answers, Your Holiness. God be with you, detective. Oh. Oh, it's telling me that time is almost done. You're nothing but the wind. Okay, because you told me there. Did you lose something in there, son? No, Padre. I'm lost. I'm sorry. You're lost? You should not lie in the house of God, son. The exit is that way. Okay, that's maybe not what I meant. This is where the donations are kept. Looking for it. Okay. Goodbye, key. Again. See, you put on a cheerful face today and it looks like you brought some good news. Or is that just your usual foolish countenance? Let's see, let's look at the investigation board. What now, detective? New information? Oh, really? You talked to Padre Cabral? Did you take the opportunity to confess as well? But you didn't like it? I'm not exactly his favorite person either. Who knows? Maybe he confessed something? What sins did you discuss? Alright, alright. He condemned the Midnight Club, yada yada. Padre Cabral isn't exactly the most unpredictable person I've ever met. Oh, he thinks my death is connected to the sinful Midnight Club. Also predictable. Wait, he said what? It's possible that this is all part of a plan designed by Bras. He must be gaining something from it. Plan? This is proof that erudition means nothing. Despite all the tutoring and ecclesiastical education Padre Cabral received, he still succumbs to absurd theories that I had something to gain from all of this. How can he insinuate that my demise could be part of a plan? A person whose life is directly tied to matters of life, death, and the beyond, assuming such absurdities. Honestly. I am the victim here. The only one who could gain anything from my demise are them, not me. Go deeper in this investigation and don't waste your time with foolishness. Well then, my dear and astute detective, here I am in this limbo of no time and no place, musing on the wounds of existence. A melancholy, I would say, most fitting for those who no longer belong to the world of the living, yet still indulge in the luxury of reflection. Life. Life. Such an intricate riddle before which even the most lauded thinkers, poor souls, have had to bow to its impenetrable sphinx. Is it not but an eternal return, a tedious spin of suffering, sprinkled here and there with fleeting drops of joy, only to ultimately flow into the abyss of nothingness? And to what end, you may ask? Why this cosmic ballet of puppets? Frankly, I must confess I do not know. Perhaps, and this is one of the few truths that assault me in these posthumous musings, existence is, at its core, a tasteless jest. And we, my dear fellows, mere extras, accomplices in a plotless play. But alas, as popular wisdom says, who am I to judge? After all, who truly cares about the answers, right? The real delight, believe me, lies in philosophizing into the void. Philosophizing is the word that I meant. As for hint, if you observe the movement on the west side of town, that Midnight Club might be hiding some valuable information. Yeah, I got that. Okay. I'm going to take this opportunity to pause on this game and move on to the next. Again, this key was thanks to Key Mailer. And you can, or sorry, no, I did it again. I didn't. I meant to change that, and didn't. um, that's not the right one. We're gonna do that one next, but supposed to be this one. Oh, you know what? I think it is. I didn't save it before. There we go. You can pick that one up. That one just came out this week. You can pick that up from Steam at the link there. I'm going to take a short BRB and set up with the other game. I'll be right back with Pizza Slice.